know your name is Jimmy, but they know you can't keep a job. It's a terrible thing when people can't recall your name, but they can always recall the stuff you've been through. And then they equate the work of your life to the stuff that you dealt with, Dr. G. Look at somebody and tell them, know my name before you know my condition. No, you didn't tell them right, because I'm bigger than what I go through. We're never told his name, but we're not told who he is. But the question is asked about the origination of his situation. Oh, I ought to be a rapper. Did he sin or his parents? You know, first thing when you tell people about your business, I'm gonna look at this clock because I don't want to look at nobody. I don't want you to think I know something. But the first thing when you tell folks your business, even if they don't say it, the first thing in their mind is, what did you do wrong? Talk with me. I'm coming back to that, because in that day, if you had any kind of sickness, really this day too, it was automatically assumed that somebody did something wrong. And your sickness was the divine consequence of what you did against God. I'm about to liberate somebody. They said that it had to be the result of something wrong in his life, or in the life of those he has connection with. To which Jesus said, they did not sin, neither did he. Which means every struggle you have is not sourced in sin. Now I know for all of you holy folk who think that once you got holy, you don't have a care in the world. I'm messing with your theology. But every struggle is not a consequence of sin. That sin is not always the root of your struggles. That some things you go through have nothing to do with sin. And see, stop always looking for what's wrong with you just because you're going through something. I'm helping somebody, I don't know who it is. And you spending all of your time beating yourself up and wondering what's wrong with me, and wondering what you need to be doing differently. Understand, beloved, that this word today is for somebody in here that's going through some things to which there is no logical explanation for it. That this is a word for somebody today who can't quite make your ends meet and can't quite figure out why you catching hell and why you struggling like you are. This is a word for somebody who cannot find a sensible reason to explain why you going through. You didn't smoke, but you got cancer. You went to work every day, but they laid you off. Talk with me, somebody. You paid your bills, and now you're broke. Am I talking to anybody? And you come to church, and you shout as loud as you can. You smell as good as you can, but deep down inside, you trying to figure out why you the one going through what you're going through, because you can't find any logical reason to explain the hell and high water in your life. And people keep offering to you their opinions about why you're going through it. But that doesn't even make sense. Jesus said that the reason the man is blind is so that the power of God could be seen through him. Somebody a little slow. That God may be using you to show off his power. I know some of y'all can't shout on this, but God told me to tell you that the reason you might be in a struggle is because God is using you as the co-star in the drama to show off his glory. Help me in Holy Ghost. And I'm trying to help somebody understand what you are going through right now, God is using. God is using your struggle on the witness stand as the testimony that he can do whatever he says he can do. He said, I'm putting your struggle as exhibit A, talk with me somebody, to your family. Exhibit A to your co-workers. Exhibit A. Because while you're struggling, you still got a smile on your face. And people are wondering why. They know your business. Don't think they don't know. They know what's going on. But you still walking with your head up. Talk with me, somebody. Anybody here know you got exhibit A right in your life? Don't fool me now. How many of you know you got the evidence that can come back with a verdict? Shake somebody's hand like you ain't seen them in 12 years and tell them God is guilty as charged. That was the wrong neighbor. They hand too greasy. Tell somebody else. Pastor wanted me to let you know God is guilty as charged. The glove fits. Talk with me, somebody. He can heal. He can make a way out of no way. He can bring you out. He can provide for you. I wish I had somebody else with me who can say God is guilty as charged. Shake somebody else's hand and tell them he's guilty. He's guilty. Because I got the evidence. When I was sick, he healed me. I got the evidence. When I was broke, he provided for me. I got evidence. When I was in darkness, he showed me the way. I thought I had the right church in here. Who ain't scared? Here, tell them, here I am. Call me to the witness stand that I will have a testimony and testify on the behalf of everybody on my pew and let the world know God is guilty. Anybody got jury duty today? Talk with me, somebody. When I tell you what he did for me, you've got to return the verdict that he is as guilty as somebody else we know that's in prison. Initials are OJ. Push your neighbor and tell him, you've got jury duty, baby. No. They ain't believing you. They ain't believing. Tell somebody, you got jury duty today. You've got to serve today. Because when I start telling you my story, Sister Carla, when I start telling you my story, Sister Donna, when I start telling you what he did for me, how he brought my child out, how he took this and that, how he fixed this, how he changed that, you've got to have a comeback with a verdict. He is guilty as charged. Now I don't want you to miss this. What I'm about to give to you, because what that means, I got about 15, 20 minutes and I'm done. What that means is your struggle is only for a season. Y'all must be asleep. Your struggle is only for a little while. See, I think Paul said it best. Though we suffer this light affliction is but for a moment. But working for us, Dr. G, y'all don't read the Bible. Yeah. Your struggle is only for a little while. See, you've got to get to the meaning of the text. Is that God knew this day is going to come. That when Jesus would be on the scene and use the man's situation to make a point. That God had already preordained this chapter 9 appointment to step on the stage as evidence of the glory of God. And all the man had to do was manage his life till Jesus showed up. Somebody got the memo. I came by to tell somebody before I go back to the crib and watch Power that I don't know what you are going through, and I don't really care what you're going through, but God told me to tell you, manage it till he shows up. And one of the best examples that I can give to you has been right before our eyes every Sunday and every Thursday. Her name is Tracy. Somebody who's managing the chemos, managing the transfusions, and I believe the blessing is on